Columbus, Ohio. Ohio was in the throes of a bitter debate over abortion rights this fall when thick blood clots began forming on Brittany Watts, who was 21 weeks and 5 days pregnant. Watts, 33, who did not even share the news of pregnancy with her family, had first prenatal visit at Mercy Health St. Joseph Hospital in working-class Warren, about 100 kilometers southeast of Cleveland. The doctor said that while the fetus heartbeat continued, Watts' waters broke prematurely and the fetus she was carrying would not survive. He advised her go the hospital-induce labor so she could have a procedure that would mean an abortion, deliver the non-viable fetus. Otherwise, she would have faced a significant risk of death. According to the records of her case, it was a Tuesday in September. What followed were 3 harrowing days, multiple visits to the hospital. Watts miscarried in toilet in her home, then flushed and dove into the water. A police investigation into these actions. Watts, who is black, is accused of mistreating corpse. This is a 5th-degree felony punishable by up to 1 year in prison and a $2,500 fine. His case was sent to a grand jury last month. The aftermath of the Jackson Women's Health Organization decision caused a national firestorm over the treatment of pregnant women, especially black women. Civil rights attorney Benjamin Crump took Watts' case to X, formerly Twitter, and supporters donated more than $100,000 via GoFundMe for her legal defense, medical bills and trauma counseling. Whether abortionists should face criminal charges is a matter of debate within the anti-abortion community. But post-Dobbs, pregnant women like Watts who didn't even try to have an abortion increasingly found themselves charged with countercrimes. Their own pregnancies, said Grace Howard, assistant professor of justice studies at San Jose State University. When women were legally allowed to terminate their pregnancies through abortion, Roe created a clear legal bar to committing felonies for unintentionally harming pregnancies, he said. Now that Roe is gone, that roadblock is completely gone. Those efforts have long targeted predominantly black and brown women, said Michelle Goodwin, a law professor at the University of California at Irvine and author of Policing the Womb. File. The U.S. Supreme Court is seen with a picture of justice in the foreground on April 19, 2023. In Washington, a black Ohio woman who miscarried in her bathroom has been charged with mistreatment of the corpse and is awaiting a grand jury decision. His case was based on U.S. Supreme Court's decision in Roe v. The decision to overturn the Wade case sparked a national firestorm over plight of pregnant women, especially women of color. Even before Roe was overturned, studies show that black women who visited hospitals for prenatal care were 10 times more likely than white women receive child protective services and to have law enforcement refer them even when their cases